Hello, and welcome back to Kirogor Studios' Remnant Lunar Archon, Session 40. We've made it. It's official. We've had 40 sessions. That is what the things mean. Hope everyone's doing well. Your hair looks great, just wanted to say that. But, for the moment, we will be getting into game, because we do have a player that has to leave early today, so we're going to try and get as much done as we can in the meantime. For this rather eventful season finale, as one of the players has described it. Let's see. Go ahead and swap over to the game page. And I need to roll the thing to see who gets to give the recap. It'll be a d6. Chris, did you give the recap last week? I feel like you gave the recap last week.
You feel correctly, but I absolutely can this week, so it's whatever.
Nah, I'll roll for someone else. No, not him. Someone else. She wasn't here. Not him. Can't be one or a two, and it keeps being 1 and 2. Could you not? There we go. Maury, what happened last session? Maury. Well, Maury's dead.
Can I not do the recap?
Okay.
Please.
I can volunteer.
That works. Go for it.
So yeah, basically the recap was we developed a game plan to infiltrate. And so we had Rosanna do a one-on-one with one of her comrades while we passed forward. Unfortunately, Liang was already, I guess, back home. So Liang stopped us. We found out that Liang could fly, but thankfully we were able to ground them pretty quickly. Unfortunately, they did get revived by a magistrate, and then what we thought would be a inevitable escape of Liang. I guess one of her basically, I guess there was a coup within ranks, and by the time we could, I guess, see the last stretch of the hallway, we just come in, or I guess, did we see it or not? I don't remember.
You did see it. You came in at the last moment as Liang came up and was like, hey, Selxander, they're here, they're coming. And Selxander turned and stabbed Liang with the blade you are after.
So yeah, we were trying to figure out how to best capture chase Liang, and then all of a sudden, next thing we know is Liang's dead.
It's true. Liang did in fact get killed. Y'all don't know the full details, but it seems like there was some kind of bad blood there.
Is he dead, or is he, unconscious?
Liang is dead.
Oh. Rip. There goes my plans that I had.
Oh, you wanted Liang to live? I mean, I could have him roll death saves.
I mean, I was gonna try to stabilize him if I could, but,
That's not a bad idea to have Liang,
the enemy of our enemy is our friend.
Stay open. So basically, y'all can put yourselves.
Count on this group to trying to save everybody. I love it.
Literally everyone.
Yeah.
Y'all will never not try to save someone. I'm deciding now. He's dead. He's dead. Y'all can decide anywhere in. Why does it keep disappearing? Stay open. Put yourselves anywhere in that area while I change the music away from good
Oh.
vibes and to warfare.
I did forget to mention that during our fight with Liang, Bell was having an internal crisis on whether or not Bell wanted to, I guess, entice his vampiric side or not.
Essentially, it's whether or not he gives into the bloodlust when it comes up. Alright, we're about. I need everyone to roll initiative, and also, if anyone wants to join the Spotify playlist I have, you can hover over the voice channel if you're on PC, and it should show what I'm listening to, and I think you can listen along if you have Spotify Premium.
Since I'm not at my computer, it's still driving at the moment.
Yes, we will take care of moving stuff around for you.
I think Doug is going to stick to being ranged for the time. Hence, these people can fly, and he doesn't have great health. He's gonna stick back.
There.
Can I play a cedar, please?
Oh, you may. Let me release
Oh.
Cedar. Lo siento.
No,
be
I
there.
will play a cedar. It's hostage.
I've released Cedar. You still good taking Maverick, Doug, or?
Well,
someone
I'm not
else?
at my computer at the moment.
This is true. Would someone else like to take Maverick, or do you want
I'll take
Doug?
Maverick.
Okay. I've released Maverick. Go ahead and pick him up. Basically,
I will-
anywhere behind where Bale is on the steps, anywhere behind here, up in that front area is where you can move yourself to before we roll initiative.
I will say your Draconic Cry is a really good bonus for Maverick.
Okay.
A bonus action.
It is.
Okay, good tip. Thank you.
Since it might be the only enemy we have. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put Gambit on a proper square. Where do the rest of y'all want to be? Do you want to be as far forward as you can, Doug, or a bit further back? Effectively, y'all are at the entranceway and a stairway down into this large ballroom that he's in. He is across the ballroom at this point, about 100 feet away from y'all or so. Standing in front of a series of 4, 8, 10 large glass windows that face out toward the storm. There are 2 chandeliers hanging from the roof, from the ceiling. There's lots of light in this room. There's nowhere that's really dimly lit. The room is fairly wide across and has an upper layer that seems to be sort of an audience or a watching area that people would probably sit in and watch as others danced. Have I cleared initiatives yet? I have not cleared initiatives yet. I'm going to go ahead and clear initiative. And
Hold
then
on, I haven't put in my initiative yet.
Well, I'm just going to delete initiatives. That way I can see who has and hasn't. And then I will
sure.
go ahead and fix Gambit and Garon because they already rolled. Garon got an 11. Gambit got the worst roll of his life when it comes to initiative of just 14. Let's see, Jackie is minus 99. Bob is minus 99. Blot is minus 99 because they need to stay at the bottom no matter what happens. Cedar's going to stand over there. Side of Bale. The way you pronounce Bale has started to infect me. Maverick will stay, I guess, up here next to Dung. He tends to be a pretty forward player in these type of things.
Wait, how did you pronounce it?
Bale. B-A-I-L. Bale. Like paying bail.
And how was it affecting you?
What do you mean?
Oh, I thought you said
the way that you pronounce it. The way you were pronouncing it was making me mispronounce it and say Bell like you were. But it's no worries.
Is this a
We love the southern accent.
Bale. It sounds a lot like Bell, but it's Bale. No worries. Say it one way or another. I'm just gonna try and say bail. Okay,
Like
so
the Babylonian god.
I feel like this is
Or
similar to, say, well and whale.
yeah. It's similar to the pen merger. The I and pen, or the fountain pen, or
Yeah.
the pen as in like pig's pen, which is a in the southern accent or dialect. The pen and pen are non-contrastive.
wow, everyone's rolling really poorly on initiative this round. No one has got above a 16, and that's Cedar. So y'all are doing terrible this time. Let's see. Thicket is the last one to be rolled, I believe. You on Thicket?
I think we're just shocked that our enemy just vanished, like gone.
Yeah. Been done stabbed. Thicket, is there anywhere in particular you want to move up there? Effectively within this square.
I just now got the map open.
Well, you have anywhere in that square that you want.
Why are we so far forward?
Because I'm nice. And wanted, rather than just lining up at the door, I was like, if you want to make any decisions for where you stand, there you go. Which, that is effectively a 15-foot, well, not quite, it's like a 10-foot up. Walk,
I thought that, what's his name was there last session. And we were, like, further down. That's why I was confused.
No, yeah, so Xander's down at the, further to the south side of the map. Having just turned around from where he was.
How's that?
Works. I'll move you proper space next to Cedar. And
In the
speak
bushes.
of which, Cedar, it is your turn first. I think we might be listening to... I think the current song is Sephiroth. What would you like to do?
Wait, is there no dialogue before combat?
So effectively he turned around and said something akin to, I will never be controlled again. Not by you or anyone else. After he stabbed... after he did the stabbing, after he stabbed Liang, he stepped forward, having said that, and as he steps toward you, you see, and I guess I can go ahead and describe this because this would have already happened, just the end of last session, and I was misremembering. As he stepped forward, the light from around the room seemed to gather around him and gather into these almost flames, starting around his feet and then like moving up him, covering, effectively almost like coming out of his back, are these golden flames of light. And particularly what seemed to be at his shoulder blades coming from his back burst out these two large golden wings. Almost angelic-like, but seemingly more distorted in form, as they seem to almost twist behind him. As they reached out to each side, creating an almost halo-like effect around his head. Similar to the art. And what would Cedar like to do?
Should I have all of my spell slots, like, empty?
I don't think we spent all of them.
I know we had a short rest.
Yeah, I didn't use very many. I'm very
Right.
conservative when it comes to resources.
You're only missing one spell slot.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Oh, I used.
I think she used Guiding Bolt once.
And I healed a couple of times.
Okay.
But that
Healing
looks
word.
right. That's all I'm asking. Like, I don't mind
Yeah.
what you do.
I think
but
this is an accurate amount of spell slots. That's how many.
okay, cool. Okay, that's what I'm asking. Thank you. Lord.
What would you like to do?
I'm thinking there's a lot to look at.
That's fair. Been a little bit since you've last engaged in your sheet.
Is Bane holding anything? Bale holding anything?
He is holding the sword y'all are after. He does wear 2 silvered swords at his hips, but in his hand, in his right hand, is a short sword that seems to be one-sided. Has a slight curve up at the top, back toward the backside. The blade is largely made up of this yellow chrysolite, this gemstone. The back side of it, almost holding the gemstone in place, is this silver back end that has this oddly serrated edge that seems to have varying heights to the different serrations, like that of a key. The handle itself is also made of silver, and there is a yellow chrysolite at its base.
Okay, I think I would like to use command.
Okay. What is the range on command? Let us see.
60 feet, but I'm like right in front of him, so.
You are 100 feet away from him.
What? Is that not him right in front? Oh, that's his
No,
shade.
that's Bale.
That I thought that's. I'm so.
Oh, are you trying to
absolutely
make
confused.
Bale? Okay, so Bale is on your side. He is Bale, the little title of the shade that I like.
Wow. Okay.
That's not Selxander. Selxander, the Sun Lord that y'all are after, is the guy at the south side of the room, 100 feet away. Bale is on your side.
Well, then, that changes everything.
Bale does not have the sword. Selxander has the sword. Bale just has a really neat looking red scimitar.
I don't want to do anything to him if he's on our side. Let me instead
He appreciates
do.
Oh, Thicket, let me just continue as you were. I just need to do something for Thicket real quick.
No, it's okay.
So what did you say you wanted to do?
I think, oh, jeez. God. Why do I have to be the first person to go? I've never gone first.
You can hold your turn if you'd like.
Yeah. I don't want to go first. I have no idea what to do.
Thicket, we're going to set you down off to the side, and you're a warhorse. I had forgotten that part. Let me see if I can just go ahead and share this directly to you. Did that work? Okay, do you want to hold your action and do anything in particular, or just wait out this turn?
Actually...
You could take the dodge action. That's always an option. Taking the dodge action makes you harder to hit, and it gives you advantage on dex saves. So if you wanted to do that and get a lay of the land, you could.
The warhorse thing did work. I was going to ask you, actually, if I could not be a warhorse.
Oh, sure, yeah. You can unwarhorse at the start of this. Let me unwarhorse you then. The donk. Thicket's also kind of hurt if you want to heal Thicket, but do whatever you'd like. I don't want to push you in any particular direction.
Thicket also has a lot of healing spells, and you are aware of this.
This is true.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to do the wind wall, I think.
Ooh, wind wall. That is one of your domain spells. Let's see. This is the first time you've cast this. What area would you like to put the wind ball in? It can be up to 50 feet long,
how
is
to
15
draw.
feet high, and is 1 foot thick. At the top, I believe there's a drawing mode you can set up. Or you
That's
can turn on.
confusing. I don't understand technology.
That's fair. If you want to draw that stays there, you can, or you can right click and left and right click and drag to just create a line if you'd like.
Oh, there is a drawing thing. Okay,
It is.
hold on.
Up to
I would
15
like
feet
it
long.
like here-ish.
Okay. Do you want to have it like go around him? Or just be like a line across, or what? Because you could like go right there if you wanted.
Can I do it like that?
Yeah, that seems reasonable. That is, yeah, 25 feet by 25 feet.
Yes, please.
Let's see, can you see through it?
I would imagine so. It's wind.
It's
Well,
true.
and it's like, what was it? It said, Oh, never mind.
It can. You can see through it. Make sure I do that. Let me throw the effect on you. For Wind Wall, you're not casting it on him, so he doesn't need to make any save. But it is effectively blocking the area. I believe it would be effectively difficult terrain for him to pass through. Can you pass through? It doesn't specify. I'm going to say if something tries to pass through, they have to make that strength saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't see where it says on the spell, but that's what makes sense to me. So, as you step in, Cedar pulls out her mace and, seemingly taking it from the handle, begins to spin it around. And as it spins, you feel more wind gather in the room than you'd expect as she strikes the mace forward, and the wind seems to gather around into this twirling vortex that, as it moves forward, bends around and creates this wall that begins to spin and cycle through. That seems to, just barely from the way the movement seems to be coming from, and seems to distort some of the dust that seems to be in the room because everything is a little sandy in the desert. You can see this wall of wind gather in front of him. Interesting. Is that all that you'd like to do?
Yep.
Gambit.
Ooh.
What would you like to do?
Gambit remembers that he has some move that is like light beam. So he's gonna be like, everyone spread out. And he's gonna sneak here.
I mean, you can't really sneak into the open, but if you wanted to get behind the bush or something, you could hide.
Yes, he's going to sneak behind the. Oh my goodness. Oh, it would help if I used my mouse.
That does usually help.
He's gonna sneak behind the bush. It's gonna take forever. Nope, he can only go 10. But he'll get there eventually.
Yeet yourself around and hide behind the bush. Are you action or bonus action hiding?
Action, hiding.
Okay, go ahead and make the stealth check.
Okay.
Not great. You're not sure if you're
Nope.
well hidden or not. He doesn't. You can't tell from his face from this distance if he can see you or not. All right. Anything else you want to do?
Nope, I think that's it.
It's Alexander's turn. Let's see. Does not have his layer actions. He's going to walk forward. As he goes, he is going to step through the wind wall. If you'd like to make him make the save,
Yes, please.
go ahead and throw the save onto him. Let's see, he was here, so he actually wants to go right there.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that, I
You're okay.
guess.
Dragging onto him. No worries. Gotta get back into it. It's been a little bit for you. There we go. Going to roll. He succeeded, so go ahead and roll the damage. It should go ahead and do half damage to him. As he steps through, as the wind whips around him, he pulls up his arm to, like, hold down his... he puts his arm down, seeming like holds his clothing all in place as he steps through and takes a bit of damage. He takes 7 points of damage from that as he steps through. He looks over toward you, Gambit. What do you think you're hiding from? Your imminent demise? As he pulls up the sword. As he raises the sword in the air, it begins to glow. He turns the sword upside down, slashing 2 strikes in front of him that gather into these 2 beams of light that begin to twist around each other. And as they twist, they move forward. And let me double check the area.
Do I get advantage for being like partial cover behind the bush?
If it's a deck save. Let's see, it's not.
Oh.
It's 40 foot.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I'm gonna quickly draw that line. Oh, come on. Why'd you have to disappear on me? This is what I get with giving something that a 40-foot radius. Sure, that's good enough. It just has to be kind of mostly the area. As he does, the 2 bits of light gather together right in that spot. At the center of that area. Right about here. And as they do, he takes the blade, pointing downward, and stabs it downward, cracking into the yellowed sandstone tiles. And at the same time, the twisting beams of light striking down to the ground there, and as they go in, it seems to crack some of the ground as, stretching out from it, these cracks of light begin to appear in this entire area, shifting around, before there is a burst of light upward, and he is going to target all of you. Targeting. He needs to target you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you.
So question.
Yes.
I know that, like, Doug's not on the initiative yet, but as they came in the room, I'm sure, like, Doug seeing that someone just died, he would have, like, as soon as he walked in, or as sent the echo 30 feet.
Where would you have sent it?
Well, I can't really see the thing at the
I'll allow
moment.
it. Do you want it to go further into the room or toward the back of the room or what?
Well, is there a way? I guess just Like, is the door on like the side? Is it like?
It's on the north end is where the door you came out of is.
Oh, so it's like directly like.
Behind you. Because you're
I
facing
think
into the rest of the room.
I think Doug would have went to one side and the shadow would have went to the other side and had the bows ready.
Oh, so you split up? You didn't go into that spot that I thought you were? Did you want to go for, like as far forward, or do you want to stay off to the side if you could?
I was going to stay off to the side because like the bow goes up to what 200 feet.
Up to 120, I think. Well, that's probably good for you. I'm gonna go ahead and target everyone except you then. That'd be nice. I say as I'm about to throw this at you. Those of you who are, you are all making a Constitution saving throw.
No,
That should have given Cedar advantage. I think it auto-rolled. You did get advantage, and you succeeded, so good on you. The rest of you are all making con saves.
I got 2. Was I just supposed to do 1 or both?
It should just... Oh, you've got 2 because you've also got Mavericks, remember?
Oh, yeah.
So I don't have to do a Constitution saving throw?
You do. Well, I mean, you do, but you've already done it. It automatically rolled on your sheet, and you had advantage. You rolled a natural 20. Good for you.
Who?
That's unfortunate, Thicket.
Wow.
That's rough.
Probably should have not unwarhorsed.
Probably, but it's a little late for that now. As this burst of light goes upward, you're all going to take a little bit of radiant damage. You all take... those of you who are fully affected take 15 points of damage. Those of you who are partially affected... Let's see, Cedar only takes 2 points of damage because she had temp HP. 7 points is what everyone else took. As he casts the spell through the sword, he casts the spell Dawn, which is now still in that area, and y'all would know if you end your turn within that area while it's up, you will have to make the save again. And that is his action. What say you now? Will you face the Lord of the Sun?
Why does mine say partially absorbed?
Because you had temporary hit points that took some of the damage for you.
Oh.
Because Garand gave you all at temp HP on your way in.
Thank you, Garand. I'm not at 1 hit point.
What say you now? Will you face the Lord of Sunlight? Or will you flee like cowards? I'm alright with either. If you submit, I may let you live.
Perhaps
When
you
was
never
the last
heard of
time we
the
fled?
delightful book, The Sun Also Sets. And I will take my turn.
Alright. Much like a delightful book, the sun also sets. Go for it. What would Garan like to do after? Just a reminder, and your turn in the area, you're making the save again. Exiting the area, good idea. Stepping out along the railing, you step out of the sunlight, which there are still these cracks in the ground of the sunlight that seems to be preparing to burst again. And by that I mean, when you're in the area of the sunlight, it's going to hurt you.
That's fine. I'm going to... Yeah, I feel like he can't resist all of my oceany goodness, so I'm going to bring a storm his way. I'm gonna brine, and then I'm going to...
That's a fair point. I need Cedar to roll a d4, and I need Garan to roll a d4.
I think this is a D4.
That is a d4. Okay, Garand rolled a 1. Very nice. I need to actually 0, throw 1 there, and you rolled a 3. Cedar rolled a 3. Okay, continue. The oceany goodness as you storm outside.
I would like the brine this time to maybe there's like a weak, maybe one of the windows are open, or maybe there's like a small crack in the ceiling somewhere. Just like, this is minor repair, whatever, but that's where the seawater trickles in from, and it just like kind of like crawls after him like a scary horror movie or something, and it just like starts to cover over him.
Cutting through part of one of the windows, a small crack, the water begins to shift around him as you see the lightning striking outside. And I assume you're going to Eldritch Blast.
I am. I'm gonna say. So do you teleport like your friends, or are you more stationary, willing to stand your ground? I'm trying to intimidate him as I say it, but we'll see how this works.
Oh, that hits. Roll damage. Alright, so Xander, can you maintain concentration? He does not. He rolls very poorly, and as it strikes into him, as it comes over, he pulls his hand up. But as he pulls his hand up, the seawater seems to almost shift and wrap around his hand, seeming to tighten on his arm. And the strike still manages to break past part of his defenses with that first one, and after a few moments, the light fades from the center of the room.
It looks like the second attack didn't hit, so I'm gonna try again.
The second attack did hit, I just didn't see it.
Okay, it didn't come up on my screen. I was confused. Alright, thanks.
No worries. 10 more points of damage as you deal a total of 21 points of damage across the two strikes. Lucky for the rest of you now that the light is gone from Dawn. Alright, is that your turn?
Since I only moved 20 feet, can I use 5 more feet to kind of duck down behind the little railing that's going to be there to effectively provide cover should he try to range attack me?
Sure. I just need to fix something on his sheet because I see it's incorrect.
Thank you. And then, yeah, well, that was lovely. So, delightful. Oh no, your light is faded. I guess the sun really is setting. Friend.
I do not run, nor do I have any intent to. I need to... With that same... I see why the effect is not correct on his sheet. I misspelled the word radiant. As he continues to hold his hand up, the water disperses from his arm for a moment, and you see one of his wings twist as it seems to disperse from his body and form into this almost magic circle, but you see it has more of an effect of... it's similar to a magic circle, but it has more radiant marking on it. And as it does so, it twists, points toward you, and you're about to make a dex save, as the magic circle from the center of it is a burst of light, this beam of light that strikes toward you. And where?
Is that an advantage with the cover from the railing?
You would have a, we'll say, half cover, so give a +5 into your to your saving throw, I believe. Sure, +5 for now as you duck behind it. You would have superior cover. You succeed as it strikes through, as you see the series of these beams of light coming from it strike toward you, as you see spits of smoke and sandstone fly into the air as these bursts of light actually cut along the wall behind, and you actually see burst along part of the edge, and you feel one of the pillars in the fence you're effectively leaning against actually bursts behind you, and you have to lean away from the sandstone as it passes from you.
Hey Simba, I guess the light doesn't touch everything.
Ooh, got him.
Yeah, The Lion King, that old book. I assume. I don't remember where Lion King comes from. It might be... No, wait, no, it's Hamlet. I forgot.
No, it's actually King Lear.
Is it? I thought it was Hamlet. That could be... okay.
I thought it was Hamlet too.
It's Hamlet.
Okay, all right. I was convinced it was King Lear because he doesn't do anything with his mom. But all right,
that's fair. Anyway, a story that hasn't been written, but also might have already been written because of the nature of how this world works. Maverick. What is Maverick doing? And Thicket is on deck.
Okay, Maverick, how much damage did both Maverick and Gambit take from the thing? I had to miss it.
Maverick, I believe he failed, so he would have taken 15 points of radiant damage.
Okay, and
I can scroll up
Okay.
and check. No, Maverick only took 2 points of damage because he
Okay.
succeeded and had some temp HP. Also, Garand, as your turn ends, as you're listening, you feel almost like static electricity begin to build up around you. Feels odd. Familiar, but
Maverick or Garand?
Garand. Did I say Maverick? I meant Garand.
Okay, cool. No,
good.
I think. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna bonus action Draconic Roar, but wait, and is there a distance on that?
Let me check. I don't know. Let's go to the
Trying to
abilities
find it.
tab. Abilities. Sonic Cry. It is a bonus action. That you have to be within 10 feet of the enemy.
10 feet. Okay.
My bad, you guys are right. I was thinking of a Kurosawa film for some reason.
Whatever works.
Okay. So that's not gonna work. So wait. So Maverick only has 13 HP.
No, Maverick is sitting there with 40.
Then why? Okay.
Are you looking at it as wounds or HP?
Yeah, I guess so. I wish I could see
Eh.
how much
There should be an
HP they
option.
currently have.
Well, I
We can
installed
figure
thing-
that out later, though.
I'm pretty sure I added an option to it, so why don't you continue? I'm gonna glance at that.
Okay.
Continue.
All right. Because I was thinking he only had 13, and I was like, I don't want to kill Maverick. But if he has 40, we're gonna move up closer. What's his movement speed?
Should be 30.
30. Okay. 31. Well. 30. And then let's see. Action. Let's see what he has ranged. Ooh. Ooh.
I found that thing, by the way. If you go to your options in the top right, the gear, there should be a per user section. There should be an HP display mode. You can change that between wounds and current HP. I use current HP because it's easier to think through.
All right. Let's see what his spell slots are looking like. Okay. Let's just go all out on this guy.
That's weird. Oh, did it not update mine for wounds? I think it didn't update the way mine was counting. It should be counting the other direction. For some reason it's counting mine as wounds now. I don't want to. I want to display current HP. Thanks. There you go. Just lagged for a second. Cool, we're good. Continue.
Okay, never mind. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna do cast Shatter.
Ooh, fun. Where are you casting Shatter?
It's like, what's a 10-foot radius sphere? So like right on him.
Centering it on him?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and force him to make the save. So you'll open the magnifying glass off to the right and then drag the con DC 11 onto him.
The DC 11 onto him.
Okay, and he makes the save. You rolled a total of 21. He succeeds. You still roll half damage, so go ahead and drag the damage onto him. And I'll mark off the spell slot. I believe it's his first spell slot used today. Yeah.
Okay, I see it now.
3d8 thunder.
Yeah.
Write that
I
onto him.
wasn't sure.
As Maverick releases, I don't know if Maverick has cast Shatter before around you. Maverick pulls out these several beads that he tosses forward, and as they fly forward, they seem to almost twist around each other before going outward and slamming back together, exploding, as there is a burst of this sound energy, this loud cracking noise that bursts in the area. And as Selxander seems to like step back for a moment as he's affected by this, still taking 8 points of damage, you see like the ground underneath him begins to crack from the force of the effect. All right, is that his turn?
Yeah.
Okay, at the end of your turn, he is going to throw a solar ray at you. So I need you to make this saving throw.
We all gonna die today.
As another burst of light flies from his wings. Oh, nice! And you don't even take half damage if you succeed this, so that works really well for you. As Maverick just barely stepping forward after doing this, sees the beam of light, manages to jump out of the way as it flies past, and Gambit, you actually see this beam of light cut through the bush next to you, burning through it, and striking into the wall over here. As it effectively flies past your head. Thicket. What would Thicket like to do? See, you had to disconnect for a second. You good? Good, Thicket? Or are you just horsing around with us?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I think I had my mic turned off. Sorry.
Oops. Oops. Well, what would Thicket like to do now that he has his mic back?
If I'm still alive,
you are. You have 6 HP, and as at the start of your turn, you clock with your high passive perception. You realize 2 things. One, glancing over, you see Garand. You see bits of lightning seem to be moving up his arms, and though he can't see it, the tattoo on his back is glowing, even when he's not casting a spell. And you see in the lightning outside in the storm, you're kind of mesmerized for a second as it strikes, but as you watch it for just a moment, you see the next strike. The beam of light from the lightning shows a figure in the storm. Not human, far from it. There is this... Though it seems to be far out, you're not sure where exactly over the city it is or how far away it is, but you can already tell the immense size. This humongous bird-like creature, this bird-like silhouette in the lightning. Your turn is yours.
Wait, is it my turn?
It is your turn. I'm just telling you what you see.
For Garand?
Nope, that's for you. That's what you see.
Am I the only one that sees this?
Cedar would also start to get it, but would be able to see it as well, but no one else has passive perceptions high enough to notice it. During combat, at least.
I'm confused on what just happened. I was just gonna heal.
I'm just telling you what you see. You don't have to do anything with the information, but it's the information you have.
But what just happened? I was trying to reconnect to Fantasy Grounds.
What do you mean?
Like, did something happen to trigger that, or it just show up?
It seems to be showing up. You can tell that something is happening around Garand.
Didn't do anything?
Nope, Garand hasn't done anything. Like, he cast Eldritch Blast and is antagonizing Selxander, but something else seems to be going on too with him, whether he realizes it or not.
So I just saw like a lightning bird.
Yep. Saw a bird a big bird in the storm. That it doesn't seem Garand has noticed.
All right.
You don't have to do anything with it. I'm just telling you because you. I'm
gonna try and not die. I had a question about my lunar blessing. Does the where is it? It says at the end the amount of healing is equal to the roll of the hit dice plus half your level. Does the half your level thing add up depending on the number of hit die that you use?
No, unfortunately not.
So like if I used 2, it wouldn't be like.
No, it'd be 2d8 plus 2. It would not be 2d8 plus 4. Maybe at higher
That
levels
sucks.
that'll change, but at least for now, it doesn't seem to be able to. Doesn't get the extra benefit. So it's basically a decision of how much you want to use now or how much you want to spread it over. If you spread it over time, it technically has a bit more total health, but you can do more in a moment with more HD. Similar to how most healing spells work.
I can't tell what my hit die is. It just says how many I have.
It's a D8.
Is it a D8?
It's a D8. I have 5 currently. Which, to edit, you can go into the magnifying glass under your class and level, and then change the number used. I'm trying to figure out a way to streamline that a little bit better to somewhere else in your sheet, but for now, that's where it is.
Was the thing that we got hit with earlier a one-time thing?
You don't know.
For that turn, like he can't just like trigger the damage again.
He'd have to cast the spell again, yeah. The spell was broken, so now it won't take effect unless he somehow casts it again. You would not immediately recognize the spell. The only person who might would be Cedar, and she would have to make a religion check. It's a cleric spell. Technically also paladin, but... yeah, so what would you like to do?
I'm trying to see how much healing I can get from Healing Word.
That's fair. I think... do you
okay, I think I'm gonna do both Lunar Blessing and Healing Word.
Okay, so who are you targeting for Lunar Blessing? You can target up to 3 creatures.
I'm gonna do me, Cedar, and Garon.
You would have to move slightly to get Garand, but you could easily step behind Cedar and be in range of both of them.
Okay.
Alright, so you step back up the stairs, moving out of the way of the plant where you were. Y'all see the similar bursts of moonlight as Thicket pulls his hands together and then releases. How many HD would you like to use?
2.
Okie doke. I should have added an effect on your sheet for this, but I haven't, so just go ahead and roll 2d8. Plus 2.
Plus 2. And then 2d8. That was a good roll.
That was really good, actually. Let me go ahead and make that... let's see, set that to... let's see if this hurts Garand or if it heals him. It should heal him. Okay, so that hurts, so I'm going to negate value and do that to him twice the other way. Go. You succeeded on the concentration check you did not have to make, so good for you. Garand, you are back up to full. Thicket is now up to... no, I didn't want to minus 16.
I'm dead.
No, I accidentally minus 16.
I'm alive, but I'm dead.
No, I minus 16 to your initiative on accident because it dragged to the wrong place. There you go. 22 HP to you, and Cedar up there is going to not get back to full, but hey, 16 hit points is... 16 hit points. Alright, back up to the 36. There you go. Onward.
Okay, and then yeah, I'm still gonna do Healing Word on myself.
Valid. You're gonna have 3 HD remaining.
Oh my gosh, yes. Max healing.
Max heal. Sounds like a Pokemon or an anime move. At the end of your turn, Bale is going to dash forward. I believe he has 35 feet. Running forward, he is going to pull out his revolver and make 2 revolver attacks. First one is a nat 20. Good job. Take damage, Selzander. As it strikes towards Selzander, Selzander pulls up the blade and actually strikes the bullet. It still glances past, and he has to use his aura to absorb the damage from it, as it would have struck him in the shoulder. Look at you. Are you the little resistance leader? Seemingly somewhat affected by that for some reason, the next shot Bale fires misses entirely, going past Selzander's shoulder, and actually causes a hole as it strikes through the glass at the southern side. Doug. And at the end of Bale's turn, there's going to be another beam of light. This one is going to target Maverick again. As another beam of light stretches from his wings. Here, take another solar ray. Can you succeed twice? And Cedar, you're on deck.
Nope.
All right, you're about to take some radiant damage. You take 17 points of radiant damage as this burst of light strikes into Maverick, and though he tries to pull up his shield to deflect it, part of it managed to strike past and burn into his shoulder. His aura absorbs most of the damage, but it still is a very close call from that strike. Doug, what would you like to do?
Okay, the range for the bow is 100 feet.
You are currently within 80 feet of him.
It's 100 though, correct?
I thought it was 120, but I can check.
Okay, it might be 120.
Either way, it's enough for now.
Hypothetically, if I was to move like 10 feet behind, like going to the staircase outside the door, like, would anything coming at me have disadvantage because I'd be hiding behind the pillars?
You could probably get half cover by going and leaning around the edge of the pillars.
Okay.
Probably have to be
In that case,
here, but
in case that is what Doug is going to do, and he's going to shoot 2 longbow attacks.
all right. Let me see if I can find. Why is the effect for the longbow empty on this side? That's weird.
What are you doing?
I'm just trying to see how the distance of the longbow is. Go ahead and make your attacks. Are you using your regular arrows or some of your +1 arrows? And I think you may have some other kinds of arrows. No, you just have +1 arrows. You have 5 of them if you'd like to use them. Or you can
you know
save
what?
them for later.
For now, I'm just going to use my regular arrows. Maybe whenever there's advantage,
The
I might
longbow
use
head
those.
is 200 feet for regular distance and 800 for disadvantage. So, plenty of range.
Okay, that's what I thought the 200 and 800 was, but I wasn't sure. Wait, what's going on?
I don't know. What is going on?
Okay, there we go. Wait, that's the wrong person. I don't know why I did that.
I don't know why.
Oh, I was trying to roll 2 for both attacks, but I guess it put them together.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, roll again with just 1. Though you can roll damage for 1 because both of those would have hit anyway, so you can roll damage for the first one, but then you need to roll again for the second one. By the way, Jocelyn, in the options, it should be in the per user settings.
I literally just found it.
Nice.
Thank you,
question.
though.
Answer.
Is 18 plus 5 more than 5 is AC?
Does longbow have that effect?
So longbow has skewering, which says if it exceeds the target's AC by 5 or more, the next hit I add to the attack roll against it.
Up to your
Whatever.
proficiency bonus. Let me check what his AC is. But I think so. So 23 is more than 5 over his AC. Go ahead and add a +3 to your next attack roll. Make sure you roll
so I'll
damage
go
for
ahead.
that one.
Yeah, I'll roll damage first. That will be a very small amount.
5 damage. It's still damage, but as it goes to him, one of the wings actually swings forward and strikes. As you see, from the moments where his aura has come up to deflect things, it seems to be this same golden light. It's almost like the wings and everything is his aura reacting around him. I'm starting to think this may be his semblance, is what's creating these wings and everything.
Okay. And before I make the second shot, what is the ceiling made of?
The ceiling is made of sandstone, and it goes roughly 45, 50 feet up. Actually, based on the room, it would probably go to about 30 feet in the air. So 20 feet above right here is Actually, it's 20 feet above right here, and 20 feet above... right here are...
And you said...
chandeliers. Yes.
And you said that these windows on the side are stained glass, correct?
They are clear glass, so the windows on the outside.
Or clear. Hey, Maury. For your storm thing or whatever, does it have to be vertical, or is it just 100-foot distance?
My storm?
Weren't you asking something last time about needing 100-foot clearance or something?
I was asking if there was enough space for a cloud to form, but that requires us to be outside.
Okay, so it's not like if I shoot one of the windows, light could just come in or whatever?
Probably not.
Wait. Anyway, I guess I would make my second attack against Selzander. Rose, actually.
Is the room that we're in, does it have a glass ceiling or something?
No, the windows on the opposite side of the room are made of glass. The second strike does hit him, not by more than 5, and you deal 7 points of damage. The second one, as he seems somewhat prepared for it, still does damage, but he breaks it away with his aura. That is your turn. Next up is Cedar. What would Cedar like to do?
Okay, how far away am I from Selzander?
You are currently about 70 feet from Selzander.
No! Okay.
How close do you need to be for the thing you want?
60.
You could move 10 feet forward.
Could I use an action after that?
Yeah. You can just move 30 feet.
Let me move 10 feet forward.
You step down to the bottom of the staircase.
Yeah, and I'm going to use command on this silly little boy / being. I don't know their pronouns.
He's a guy. That's for sure.
Okay,
He
thanks.
identifies as the sun.
He identifies as the Prince of Light, if that helps.
Oh, Prince. Okay, therefore, yeah, that insinuates.
Call him Elf. His pronouns are light.
No pronouns. Okay, I'm doing command on him. I'm going to tell him to drop.
Okay, make him roll the save.
I heard his pronoun was milk
as
sucks.
soon as I figure it out.
Yeah, they heard his pronoun is milk sucks. So,
Whoa! You said it was the save I'm doing?
Yep.
Okay, and I drag it on him.
Correct.
Got it.
Doing great. Nice. He's got a pretty much 50-50 chance on this, I believe. You see, as he glares toward you, as you say, you do not feel the effect connect as he looks to you. I will be no one's puppet.
Not right now, but maybe in a couple minutes.
Alright, is there anything else Cedar would like to do? Bonus actions or anything else?
I don't know what I could do for a bonus action, so...
You basically only have one, and it's spiritual weapon, but you're not close enough to really... Wait, actually, I think spiritual weapon might have a 60-foot range. Oh, it does. You could make a spiritual weapon next to him, but you've already cast a leveled spell, so not this turn.
Yeah.
Next turn you could. Alright, Gambit.
Okay.
Yeah!
And,
Woo! Hiding is not gonna work on this guy.
I mean, it might. It should roll better than a 12.
Okay.
I'm just saying, it was not a good roll. A regular guard would have seen
It
you.
wasn't. Yeah, Gambit's gonna, like, Mission Impossible style roll. All the way. Behind this bush.
I'm just picturing the most generic video game Dark Souls roll, just in the open, one ass
Just-
fight, roll.
Just
roll.
the link. Hiya! Hiya! Hiya!
Okay,
It has
so
to make
you can
the
get
sound every time.
you can get to there, but you are in full view of him currently.
Okay.
I'm also imagining the music.
And that's 45.
You are
Dang.
45 feet from
How
him.
far away? I should know this by now. How far away can I throw stuff?
I think you can throw 20 regular, 60 disadvantage. And you cannot have snack attack on disadvantage roll attacks.
Yeah. Do.
Bonk, donk, dink donk, bang, bonk, dink to dink.
Okay, no, I'm just... Well, no, because that's not useful. Gambit's gotta be useful.
Oh, how sweet.
Ew.
That sounds like an unhealthy fixation. But that can be dealt with after the Prince of Light is not trying to burn you alive with sunlight.
Right. Okay. We're just gonna have to... I'm gonna say he'll move behind this bush.
Okay. You making a stealth check?
Yeah.
Stealth check.
Oh. It's not abilities, skills, stealth. Okay. That's better. Is it good enough?
Who knows? Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okie doke. His turn. Let's see. Does have those legendary action options now, which is good. Let's see. What does he want to do? He could cast a spell. That's always fun. What's the range on this? 30 feet.
Uh-oh.
Alternatively, he could do that. Yeah, he's gonna do that. He's, as you see, he quickly almost seems to lift off the ground. And you get the sense that maybe he can fly too. It's just a little different as he seems to dash forward without touching the ground, seeming to almost appear for a moment in front of Bale before he seems to almost instantly move around him. And from behind, he is going to make 3 attacks as he pulls up the sword. As you see the sword a little bit closer, the blade itself has begun to glow, and the radiance from around him, the aura that seems to surround him, has begun to move along the edge and seemingly almost into the blade. So he is going to make a couple of attacks, but he is also going to overkill and bonus action Branding Smite.
No!
Actually, he's going to start with Searing Smite. Why overkill so early? Let's see. Does that. First attack with the weapon. This is gonna hurt Bale.
What's
That's a hit.
May I instead reject that with a?
You want to disadvantage it?
Yes, I do.
All right. So instead of a 29, he rolls a 16, which still hits, but less assertively. As he brings the sword down. Oh, he rolled it on himself. Might be. Sorry, Silzander.
I would like to give that advantage to Gambit.
Gambit, you have advantage on your next attack, which means you can snack if you want.
Yeah, snack.
It lasts for 10 rounds also, so if it takes you a while to get to him, you can.
It's true.
Okay.
I have to fix his thing. Scorching Solarium. And take this, Bale. Bale is going to take 29 points of damage as the first strike cuts down as you see Bale's aura flash immediately from this first strike as the radiance pierces down him, as you see part of his clothes actually begin to catch on fire. As part of Searing Smite is also going to cause flames to gather around Bale. After the first strike, Silzander pulls up the second blade, pulling it back up to the side from the first one. Here's another attack. That is a 17. That's going to hit. As this second attack,
No.
he brings up the side of the blade and actually strikes into Bale's side with such force that Bale flies off to the side, rolling across the ground from the strike because his body still has a bit of fire on it. He's dying. He's still alive. He's making death saves. But he has just been knocked out. And that is, unfortunately...
Not my beautiful vampire man.
Unfortunately for Silzander, he's already used his movement to get around there. So he is going to give up his last attack because he can't use it as he turns to face all of you. Was that your leader? Rather pathetic. Is he who you would have replace me? Durand, you feel the static continue to build up. Feels almost overwhelming so quickly.
Do I need to do anything? Do I feel
Nope.
like I need to? Okay.
Not yet. But as you do turn and look towards Silzander and everything, you also see the bird-like figure in the silhouette of the lightning. Same one you remember dreaming of the night before.
Well, we want someone who actually cares about the people and doesn't look at them as tools to use for their own ends. So maybe he's not as strong as you, physically, but if his heart is stronger, well then yes, he's a much better leader than you. Meanwhile, looks like my friend has something to say about that anyway, so let's continue, and I will blast him.
Are you, like, looking out the window as you say, my friend? Or are you looking somewhere else? Or are you just saying, like, the Eldritch Blast?
No, I'm definitely trying to, like, intimidate him with, like, yeah, that's my friend, the pet Stormbird, or whatever that I just saw. So, yeah, he's clearly coming to murder you, friend.
He will glance over his shoulder. Make the first attack. That hits. Deal 18 points of damage, quite a bit, and he succeeds just barely on the saving throw, so Bale is still burning. Nat 20. Go ahead and roll damage and gain a hero point if you are not at max.
For some reason my finger slipped and it looks like it didn't click on him. Is it okay?
It should still proc. It should still work. It did not. Roll it again just into the chat, and I'll add the extra damage to him. Okay, so we will go ahead and not negate, unnegate. The gate. Have. Fine, I'll just edit it on his side. There you go. There we go. Now I got his HP fixed. As these two blasts strike into him, you see the second one seems to bypass his aura a bit and strike him actually in the face in the same spot where not tattoo, where the scar is, as he turns his head off to the side. Huh. After I kill you, maybe I'll have some turkey, whatever that thing is. Not too worried. Grim, I've killed our...
that's your choice. With my bonus action, I want to bardic inspiration. Give I want the radiance of the Stormbird from the storm to almost like appear in the room, and give the temporary hit points again.
Okay, so you are doing the radiance. Who are you choosing? Do they have to be within 60 feet of you? That is everyone, so you're good. Whoever you want. Nice. Is that your turn? Okay,
yeah.
Maverick's turn. Thicket is on deck. The Grim I've slaughtered are countless. I don't fear this monster. Maverick, what would you like to do?
He is close now.
He is close.
Draconic Roar as bonus action.
Oh, very nice. So I think it's just
How do I do that?
I don't think there's a save or anything. I think we just make a note of it, and it just happens.
Cool.
So
Cool.
we'll consider that used. Oh, you can use up to your proficiency bonus. Nice. Let out the cry. Yeah, I'm going to tell it starting next turn. Everyone has advantage.
All right. And then I think we're just going to go in swinging. He has the Thunder Gauntlets, right?
Yes, he does have the Thunder Gauntlets.
I don't know if I've ever used that on him. And he uses the Guardian? Yeah.
Yes, he uses the Guardian armor typically. He hasn't used the Infiltrator even once this campaign.
Okay. So we'll stick with that. So I need to make an attack roll?
Yep, melee attack +6. It's in the Thunder Gauntlets under the Guardian armor.
Yeah. Well, I guess I need to walk up to him first.
Okay. That hits. Roll damage.
Cool.
'He succeeds on his saving throw. He's maintaining concentration. Let's see. What's a straight line?
Okay.
That's a straight line. What's this straight line look like? That's a straight line.
Oh no. Maybe that was not the best idea.
And his second attack? Maverick gets 2.
Oh, he gets 2?
Yeah, Maverick got extra attack at 5th level.
Okay, and he can do the same thing again,
Yes,
right?
Same attack. Another punch. Another hit. Nice. As Maverick steps up the first 2 strikes, as Selxander seems to strike his hands off to the side, utilizing energy, but stopping from taking any major damage, or at least taking it in his aura. The end of Maverick's turn, as it moves over to the thickets, there is another... Actually, there is a similar thing. As you do this, he reaches forward, his hand toward Maverick. Nuisance. And you're making a con save. As his hand, as he reaches toward you, in his palm, there is a immense burst of blinding light.
Can I use a hero point on this?
You can.
Oh, it didn't do anything. Okay. Oh.
That is a success, barely. He does
Yes.
not go blind until the start of his next turn.
Okay, good.
Thicket. What would Thicket like to thicket? Now that you're healed up and feeling good.
Technical question.
Answer.
Would I have had enough time to regain feline agility during his little villain monologue at the start?
Sure. You didn't really move enough last turn for it to matter that much, so yeah.
Okay. Well. Who is hurt right now? Maverick. And Bale.
Yeah, Bale is down. Maverick is just heavy.
Yeah, Bale is unconscious. And on fire.
So he's gonna immediately lose.
A death save on his turn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. I guess that's as far as I can for now. Well, actually, we'll go right up to him, the 35 with feline agility.
Shoot.
Wait, can he attack Banner of Stars?
I don't think the banner is physical.
I mean, you can see it, but
I don't think it's got a physical manifestation. Most of the time, if you can attack it, it usually says it has an AC and hit points.
Well, I'm gonna say, here, take this, and then slam the Banner of Stars down right there.
You slam the staff into the ground. There is the burst outward. Given the radius, it's a 30-foot radius, yeah?
It's a 60-foot. Oh, sorry, yeah, 30-foot radius, 60-foot diameter.
So that size then. Let me draw. Drawing's not perfect, but neither am I. There you go.
That doesn't look like 60.
It's a 30-foot radius, 60-foot diameter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 60.
Okay. I was just confused by how small it was. That's all right.
It's just that y'all were in a small room last time, so it was the whole room.
You're like, here, take this, and then as soon as it's down, teleport the 25 feet over here.
Fair.
Wait, am I still in range of Maverick for another Lunar Blessing?
You are. Is Banner of Stars an action or a bonus action?
Oh, shit.
It appears to be an action.
Well.
So you wouldn't be able to Lunar Blessing. Arguably, you wouldn't be able to cure wounds either, but I'm nice. If you wanted to Healing Word, you could Healing Word.
That's true. I can. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't normally be able to Healing Word. I don't want to, break the game. Is there anything I could do with my bonus action to try and,
put out
stop him from dying naturally?
You could try to put out the flame that's on him.
Yeah.
Sure,
I'll do that.
We'll say wisdom check. Trying to know how to smother it out.
Is it a grease fire?
No, it's just a magic
Not
fire.
taking chances.
It's a magic fire.
I know my luck.
Your luck is pretty
Is
awful.
it grease lightning?
It is not grease lightning.
Wisdom check, so I just throw my wisdom ability on the box.
Just a wisdom. It is enough. As you do manage to pat him out, you do successfully manage to pat out the flames.
I imagine that Thicket starts making biscuits.
Aw. Fire biscuits.
Healing kitty biscuits.
Healing kitty, almost dead biscuits. Alright, I believe that's everything.
We'll put out the burning biscuits.
That's everything Thicket can do. Bale needs to make... It didn't show him make a death save. The game just tried to auto-fail his death saves, but that's not correct. So that's 1 success. Very nice. Doug, how would you like to Doug?
Yeah, Doug is. So what did Maverick just did? Thunder Gauntlets, correct?
Maverick did just do Thunder Gauntlets.
There was no Draconic Cry or anything.
There was Draconic
There was
Cry.
Draconic Cry and Thunder Gauntlets, because Draconic Cry is bonus action. He punch.
Okay, then Doug is going to go all out and try those 5 attacks.
Go for it. Do all the attacks.
Let's see, I need to mark off. I need to mark off 1 Unleash. I need to mark off.
Action Surge. And then if you want, you can mark the other Unleash and do 6 total attacks.
I'll save that for next turn, so that way I have an extra attack with it.
And go ahead and make 5 attacks then.
And that's it. Okay, so 5. So do the first one first. This time I'm going to use my +1 arrows because I have 5 of them. It's the dart, right? The one that says dart.
It should be the one that says arrow. What do you mean? No, it's the longbow. That's what you're using.
Yeah, but I don't see the
attack.
Or I guess, or I was thinking like the arrow itself.
Oh. Nah, it's part of the longbow is the attack. It'll track the ammunition. Don't worry, it's already been doing it.
Yeah.
41 arrows left in case you're curious. That first one misses as he brings up his sword and strikes it to the side. The arrow itself shatters.
Wait, I forgot that's at advantage.
It is at advantage. Go ahead and make the second attack. Make the roll. Though it does shatter off to the side, part of the shatter does still strike into him, splintering.
Okay, so I guess I should add 1 arrow back, but that's if it matters at the end.
Who knows?
So yeah, so that first one hits, so I'll do first damage. So is that, you said it's an extra 1?
An extra +3 to attack.
No, like for the special arrow.
Yes. Do you want to use the +1 arrow?
Yeah.
Okay, let me change your ammunition then. We have 5 of these. You have a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls. There you go. Good function. Second, so...
Okay, so that's 1.
Did you do the +1 arrow for that? For the first attack?
I did, but because so it doesn't take it away unless I roll for the attack.
Yes, so I've already fixed it, so don't worry about it. But yeah, for the next ones it'll work great. You have 4 more.
Okay.
+1 arrows.
So advantage on this next one.
Hits.
So if I added +3 to that, that would still be a +3 for the next one?
Sure. Though that one wouldn't because you weren't 5 more than his AC.
I mean, it would have been with the +3 from the previous one.
Okay. Then yeah.
Okay, so that one's 9.
9 damage. Third attack.
Okay, so +3 on this one.
As his right wing seems to curve around and seemingly encase him as the arrows are striking into it, still taking up energy from his aura, but not striking him directly, as you do see his aura flashes.
Okay. Man, if only I had one to where I could crit 19 or 20.
If only you had the enhanced critical, yeah.
Okay, that's 3.
Cedar is on deck.
2 more. So 2 more. So this should be working here.
Hit. Full damage.
Okay. And then the last one.
That one barely hits. And that is your last +1 arrow. I will fix that now. Back to no +1s. No more of those arrows. Now you're back to regular arrows. That is all of your +1 arrow. Goodbye, +1. Let me delete that from the sheet. The donk. Goodbye. Alright, 7 more points of damage as this torrent of arrows strikes into him, piercing along as you see they strike into the wing, which flashes before they're all cracked as he brings the wing outward and they're shattered. You're rather annoying.
31 points of damage. Way to go, dog.
And
then Doug is to hide if he can.
He cannot. You can lean out of the way, but there's no hiding from this.
But he's trying to still hide behind the pillars.
Cool. You're about to make a dex save as the first solar ray that he's going to use strikes against you. You can add a +2 bonus to this roll because you have partial cover. Yep, you can add +2.
This button. I would like to use a luck.
Go ahead and roll again.
Where is that luck thing? I'll find it later.
Yeah, you can click the button afterward. Go ahead and roll again.
Can you put the save back up there?
Oh, right. I can. There you go. Which also in the save overlay, there should be a little window that you can type in stuff as well if you need to add bonuses. That one also fails. Are you going to spend a third luck point? Or a second luck point?
Can I do more than one on a thing? I don't think I can.
I think you can do multiple, but I could be wrong. Does anyone know?
This isn't a gnome ability? Because I know for gnomes you have to use the second one.
That would be halflings, but no, this is just luck. He gets to roll again if he wants to.
You said it's just a dex save, right?
It is.
So at most it could just be a little bit of damage. So
probably. You gonna take it?
Yeah, I'll chance it.
You take a total of 18 points of damage as the burst of light strikes into you.
Oh yeah, that's not too bad. That's not too bad.
Cedar. What would Cedar like to do? Abby?
Oh,
Hi.
no.
Okay. I'm going to try command again, but this time I'm going to use a hero point.
You cannot hero point saves.
Good lord. Okay.
Sorry, love. You can hero point your saves, but you can't hero point to reduce someone else's save, unfortunately. But you can cast command again. Go ahead and throw it at him.
Well, now I don't even know if I want to do it.
It's up to you.
Might as well try. Did it go?
It did, and he unfortunately succeeds and resists the effect.
Of course.
Is there anything else you'd like to do? Move around or anything? You are
No.
I have like 2 spells left. I could use one to try to get him disadvantaged, and he rolls one more time and see if he gets bad. And then, but
that's from the mark. If he does drop the weapon, unless you do something to move it, he may be able to just pick it up the next turn.
Couldn't I just pick it up?
You could move up and try to pick it up.
Yeah, that was the plan, but he succeeded, so.
All right. Anyone want to do anything to affect it? Do you want to disadvantage Garand or leave it?
I don't know. I only have 2 spells left. I should probably save them just in case somebody's in a lot of danger for some reason.
Fair. Gambit.
Okay. Yay. I'm gonna move the map so I can see him again. He keeps moving. All right. I'm going to. Dun dun dun. Okay. Can I? Am I still? I'm not in range. I'm going to move into the banner of stars.
Valid.
Out of. Gonna stop hiding. I guess.
Oh, and I'm sorry. At the end of Cedar's turn, he's casting another solar array. This one at Garand. But continue as you will while Garand rolls that.
Okay.
25 feet away from him.
And I'm gonna use my advantage to sneak attack.
Okay, you're gonna need to get slightly closer for a regular attack.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, for.
Yeah.
How far away? Okay, there we go.
You were 25 and now you're 20. Go ahead and make the attack.
Cool. Sling shot on him.
Check something.
For real? They're both 11s. At least they
hit. Go ahead and add sneak attack and roll damage.
See. No, let me see. Okay, there we go.
He can't hit both. That's unfortunate for him.
And then. Wapa.
13 points of damage. Very nice as that strikes into him. He gasps as he looks toward you with a glare. And I think that's your turn? Unless you want a bonus action move.
You don't have any friends! And that's all Gambit's gonna say about that.
I am the rightful ruler of Vacuo.
With no friends!
Friends are irrelevant when you have a divine order. Doug, make another dex save. Because he's made a decision and you're not part of that decision.
Can I use hero point on this?
You can, because it's a dex save. This is his last legendary action before his turn, because on his turn he regains them, so why wouldn't he use them?
Because he's nice.
Right.
The nicest guys always stab their friends.
It's true.
Yeah, it is true.
Let's see, he needs to double check. So that's a straight line. He's going to step here. Yes, would it be better from there? This is probably... Can he get both of you? Maybe not. So I guess this might be a better option. How much HP does Doug have?
Not much.
You can probably live this. As he steps, he sidesteps past Maverick. He holds the blade in his hand. And now I will show you the true power of the Sun Lord. As he brings the sword up, the sword itself is completely covered in light. It stretches out, becoming this long, 10-foot-long lance that he strikes toward that direction, toward where Cedar and Doug are.
No question.
Yeah?
Angly, because these are stairs, right?
Uh-huh.
If he's right there and Cedar's there, he can't get both of us, right? because like I'm elevated.
Why is your mic committing like musical like secret song?
This is actually my oven going off.
That oven is very musically talented. I like it.
Everything here sings.
Okay, you make a fair point. Instead of hitting Cedar, he's going to step to the side where he can hit Maverick and you. Okay. Boop, because the angle works if he hits Maverick. So, the two of you, as the lance comes out, he strikes toward Maverick, and Maverick tries to bring the shield up as the lance seems to extend and burst forward, stretching out into this immense 5-foot radius beam of light that strikes toward you both. You are both...
Is it an attack?
It is a save. That should have just come up for you. A Constitution saving throw.
Another hero point.
A good decision.
I'll do the same. I don't think it matters, but we'll go for it.
Yes.
Both of you succeed. No, that was for the...
I mean, you can say I succeed before I roll.
Oh, I was looking at the wrong save. My bad. You do succeed, though, which is good for you, because y'all are both still going to take half damage. It's just not nearly as much as it would have been. So you take half damage, which is 25 points of damage. Which I believe is knocking both of you unconscious. As this beam, as Maverick steps forward and pulls up the shield, a large portion of it is actually taken by the shield on his left arm, but still gaps around him, engulfing him, traveling up the stairs, breaking through that edge of the opening, and actually sending Doug into the wall as he is overcome by the attack despite every effort he does. Both of you are still unconscious and dying.
Are we on fire?
No. It was a lot of fire and radiant damage, though. Garand. Your image, your vision changes for a moment. The sky turns blue. The world around you transforms into lightning. As the rest of you see, those of you that are conscious, see as lightning does begin to gather around Garand, as it ripples up his arms. And Garand, you look out into the storm and see one last time a burst of lightning. This one, rather than silhouetting the bird, seems to almost be coming from it. As it does so, you reach out. The roll seeming to shift. And as you reach out, let me do... Make sure I have the right thing here. There we go. As you do so, you pull both of your hands forward, as it feels almost like the Storm Phoenix tear falls, does not break as it strikes the ground, but falls from your hand as you pull both hands up, as the rest of you, seemingly almost in slow motion. There is a burst of lightning that travels through what shatters the two windows surrounding this main one in the bottom, as something flies through the room, this burst of lightning that shatters through, going up toward Garand. You pull your hands up at the last moment, and as you pull them up, it seems to stop directly in front of you between your hands as you find yourself beginning to float gently in the air for a moment, as between your hands passing by you for a moment, as it shifts and floats. The rest of you, as it comes into focus, as it slows down, Garand has taken it into his hand, this 10-foot long black feather. It's so, well, not quite black, but so deep blue, has landed into his hand. And Garand, what do you envision?
I suppose he thinks of it as effectively a gift from his patron, and he's hoping that this would be the weapon that he dreamed of, so that he could further help out his new family, his friends,
As you
whatever they might need.
imagine the weapon, you see this long three-pronged spear in the eye of your mind. You instantly become aware of what this is. As the rest of you see it contorts and changes, you see as the feather contorts, it changes into closer to be about 6 feet long as it shrinks and becomes thicker. The point of the feather, the quill edge, effectively stretches out and becomes these 3 different prongs. I need to make sure I have. This is probably. Which page are you in? Did I really forget to add this in here? Well, let me just throw this image into the campaign real quick. This is one of the only weapons that I have a direct image for. Sorry to slow down for tech. Come on, computer, I believe in you. You can do it. Doing great. Here we go. Come on. Load computer. Okay, that's taking a second. Longer than a second. But it's also kind of, forced itself to have to work before it'll let me do anything else Fantasy Grounds-wise. Oh. Come on. Doing great, machine.
Roll to give the computer inspiration.
Yeah, come on. I believe in you. Oh, it opened the wrong folder. Do. Come on! Come on! Ah! Sorry. It's been doing so good today. But apparently as soon as I decided to do this, it just decided that it wasn't going to do that anymore. Come on, I want to finish this moment before Abby has to go.
It's been so nice to have you back, Abby, even if it was just for a little bit. I miss you so much.
I know, I miss you guys too. I think somehow... Am I talking to everybody?
You are. Would you like for me to mute stream for a second?
Okay. No, that's... My phone did something weird. Okay, that's all I had to say was that I missed you guys.
Oh, happy to have you. Well, I'm just going to do the picture later. For now, this long piercing trident with this three-pronged front, this dark metallic-looking material stretches out in his hand, a piercing back edge to it. I'm going to throw this, already identified, onto your sheet. And mark it as equipped because you can use this immediately. I'm also going to go ahead and... Would you like to already attune to this? It technically does not connect to your attunement slots. This is an exotic weapon, a trident. It is officially an artifact that requires attunement by a Warlock of Decim. It is currently a +1 weapon that does 1d8 piercing damage, can be thrown 20 to 60 feet, is versatile, that does 2d4 and skewering if it's held with two hands. It's winged, so it can be used to push enemies away from you. It also has the finisher property, so if you use it on a prone enemy, you can do special attack against them effectively. Let's see, this should be able to set to equip. It didn't quite, so we're just going to drag it onto your action sheet too. Make sure it applies. Unless... Did it? Am I looking at the wrong thing? I've accidentally added the Feather of Decim to you multiple times. Great. Let's delete this version. I don't know why it's not showing up in... I see. Preparation. Let's set those to equip so you can see it. It has 3 different effects currently. The first major one is called Aural Empowerment. This magical trident becomes more powerful in tandem with its user's natural abilities. You gain a bonus to attack and damage rolls equal to half your proficiency bonus rounded down. So currently it's a +1 weapon, and as you grow in power, it will gain additional bonuses. It has the Edge of Vanity. This magical weapon does not take up an attunement slot when attuned to. An attuned creature can cause the weapon to temporarily absorb and utilize the power of another magic item. Over the course of an hour, you can perform a ritual to combine this weapon with another, maintaining the feather statistics but causing the weapon to take on the visual of the second, such as being covered in smoldering flame if it combines with a flame touch weapon. The weapon... When combined, this weapon gains all of the features of the second item, but does not gain any features that give a numeric bonus to attack and damage rolls, such as a +1 weapon or a weapon with the Aural Empowerment feature. It has one more ability called the Static Reversal. Whenever you make a ranged attack with this weapon, you can choose to change the damage from piercing to lightning damage, and the trident immediately teleports back to your hand after the attack is resolved.
Ooh.
And because you're special, you can use your charisma bonus for this weapon.
Oh yeah, that is heavenly and fantastic.
Welcome to Warlock. Let's see. Piercing, then add magic to its effect. And now it's your turn. What would you like to do as you all see this spear arrive into his hand? Okay, for some reason it's not showing the damage on the thing, but it is there. Ammunition, no ammunition necessary for the thrown weapon. It's not an ammunition weapon. It's piercing, magic. Would you like to just always deal lightning, or should we change the or should we add another attack for the lightning throw?
I think he'd want the versatility because his whole thing is whatever he can do to help his team.
Cool beans.
So
I'm gonna interrupt really quick and say goodbye. Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Thank you so much for coming. Happy to have you.
have a good night, Abbers.
Good night.
There we go. All right, go ahead.
All right. Okay. I'm counting squares, and I think I'm too far away. For what's it? The teleport thing to be able to
Just
get in there
barely,
and
but
get him.
you could move to him if you wanted.
Yeah, I think what I'll do is I think I'll move after my attack, so that way I'm getting closer. Can I do like a whole like acrobatics thing down with my movement, or would that be like part of my action or something?
Yeah, sure, why not? It's a cool moment. Go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
All right, awesome, thank you. All right.
And if you do, I'll reduce the movement.
I'm having some kind of weird issue with grabbing my my dice for this character for some reason tonight. I'll keep trying. I'm sorry.
You can also double click it and it should work. I got it. Okay, I finally got the image to work. Behold the Feather of Decim.
It's just so beautiful. It's bringing tears to my eyes.
Enjoy your packed weapon.
Oh, I will.
Just gonna take over the picture of Selzander. Selzander doesn't need the whole page. Everyone wants to see the new weapon. Selzander, take a backseat. Go down there. Yeah. Okay, there I was. 23. Most definitely, as Garand slides around, you see Garand jumps forward, runs, and actually he jumps up onto and slides down this railing. And as he slides down, he jumps off the end and teleports, appearing over here, where you can step back if you'd like, or you can just be there.
I forget how the teleport thing works, so it might be better for me to just be in it. So I guess I'll just stay in it.
Fair. You'd have to be in it in order to use it. All right. Was there anything you didn't attack with the Eldritch Blast? Are you pushing him?
No. I'm not going to push him. I hit the first one, but I think on my slide down, I turned just a little bit as my jump, so that's how I misjudged on that.
Yep. As he turns, the first attack shooting out as he actually points forward with the spear. As you see between the three prongs, gathers this lightning static off of each other before bouncing forward as the Eldritch Blast. As he lands, getting more adjusted to it, strikes forward with the spear, shooting another burst of this lightning. It's force lightning, but not force space lightning. Force comma lightning. I don't know. Force damage lightning look. Maverick. I need Maverick to roll a death save.
No.
Then I'll roll it for him.
No, I can do it.
It's on the main page at the bottom. It's like, no. All right, well, I guess he's dead.
I refuse. I know. I come back to life. No.
That's
no!
that's a failure. And at the end of Maverick's turn, he is going to. What's the range?
Wait.
25 feet. No, he's gonna solar ray. Thicket. He's making you make a dex save from a solar ray.
Wait. Will that go through Bale?
No.
Okay, cool.
Bale's on the floor.
Can you roll it for me?
Yeah. I just saw that you're not in for some reason. You succeed. You take no damage from it. It is now your turn. What would you like to do? You have 3 friends unconscious. Think it is the healer today, apparently. What would Thicket like to do?
Sorry, my mic was muted. I've been talking.
Oh, well, what would you like to do?
I was like, I'm trying.
Trying to do.
I believe what I had planned in my head was that I wanted to do another lunar blessing and try and who's down? Is it Maverick, Bale, and Doug?
Yep.
Okay. So I can't get in range of Doug and the other two because Doug is pretty far away, right?
Doug is 60 feet from you right now.
Yeah.
But you could do Bale, Maverick, and one other person.
So I wanted to do a lunar blessing for Maverick and Bale, and then do a healing word for Doug.
Okay. That works. You can do it all from right there. You're going to move it all.
I was gonna see, can I use half my movement to get Bale stood up from prone so that he can move far away on his turn?
Trust me, he's not going to move away from Silzander. He fully intends on attacking if he gets up.
Well, I don't know how hurt he's gonna be after this healing.
Who knows? But I would say probably not. But you can heal, especially since you'll be using your action to Lunar Blessing and then bonus action to heal Doug. I would say probably not.
Okay. Well, How
many HD are you expending?
Do that anyways. I'm gonna do. See, I have 3 now.
Yep, you have 3 left.
I'm gonna do 2 more.
All right.
So it's plus
2d8
2
plus
and then 2d8. It's all right.
10 points. All right, let me go ahead and negate value. Who are you throwing it on? It's Bale, Maverick, and who?
We'll do Gambit because he's right there.
Yeah, go Gambitry.
And then, what is the range for healing word? Pretty far, right?
Did that work? Did that
It's
roll
60
properly?
feet.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it did.
I'll have to roll it a different way then.
I'm gonna go here anyways, just be far away from
Valid.
them. Maybe, am I able to scoot over a little bit more? No.
Sure. You used 25 feet there, so you have 5 more effectively.
I want to not be so close to Gambit just in case he does another attack that'll
AoE.
hit a bunch of people.
That's fair.
In a line.
All right. The end of your turn.
And then healing word to Doug. Let me do that. What? It's not much, but you're alive.
It's not much, but it's honest work.
Ain't much, but it's honest work.
Doug just staggers just to
All right, and I think the only thing left
Cheers.
for you to do, Micah, is to reduce my hit dice by 2.
Correct. And at the end of your turn, he is going to go ahead and Solar Ray. The question is, who does he want to Solar Ray? I think he wants to Solar Ray Maverick.
Oh no!
Make Maverick.
Is this the one where he has to like wait
Oh no!
And Maverick is knocked back down. But now he's at equal legendary or equal things. Yeah. Bale.
Which one was it? Had a recharge.
His legendary actions.
Yeah, legendary actions recharge every turn, so he gets them back. He does have a thing that can blind you temporarily, but he hasn't used it much.
I thought like Rosanna was saying like there's like you have to get him to use like solar beam or something.
That's what he used on you. That's why it knocked you out on a successful save. I'm gonna be honest. If Gambit got hit with that and it got a pretty good roll, it would instant kill him.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Like, it was borderline like, it rolled 52 damage, or 51 damage, rather. It has the potential to hit 60, at which point Gambit would go from full damage to auto-dead.
Yeah.
That's why she was, like, split up.
Yeah, because, like, Doug didn't do too great on the first few HP rolls, so his is pretty low, too.
Yeah. But anyway, Bale staggers up. You will not hurt them anymore. Bounds forward, picking up his sword off the ground. First attack. He shouldn't be prone. But it would have missed anyway. So I'm just going to count that as the first attack, but I'm going to take prone off of him. Bonk. As he breaks up the first one, strikes, Sylzander glances up and brings his sword up, blocking it, knocking Bale's off to the side as Bale staggers back a step. You do not deserve to be king. Stabs forward with the falchion. This one does hit. Deals a bit of damage. 7 points of damage. Back something. He's going to attempt to grapple. Come on, Bale. You've failed like every single grapple check you've made this entire game. Fortunately for you, he has disadvantage because of Garand. He successfully grabs onto him. He is going to bloody action surge because he would have gotten back while you were running. Another attack. This one misses as he's trying to fight along, but Sylzander is effectively pushing him back. Manages to hit with the second one, dealing only 4 damage. Cutting along, slashing through the wings. I will not let you continue to hurt them, to throw their lives away for your stupid war. And is going to try to bite him. Unfortunately, he misses as Sylzander pulls up his left arm and backhands Bale, sending him staggering back. Still pretty hurt from going unconscious. It is unfortunately for him going to be his turn. Doug, you are currently prone. Your bow is on the ground next to you.
Yeah, he's going to use his movement to get the bow and stand up.
All right.
And he is going to manifest an echo in the other corner.
As he does. Stand up, grabbing the bow. Bonus action, echo. I believe if you use everything you have 3 attacks.
Now the unleash.
Unleash Incarnation can be used when you take the attack action. So you've already action surged. I think you can just attack and unleash if you'd like. Though that might be a bonus. No, it's not a bonus action. It's just when you get the attack. When you attack, which is convenient.
Yep. So he would get 4, correct?
He would get 3.
So it doesn't count the extra attack?
So Unleash Incarnation only gives you 1 additional attack, regardless of how many attacks you normally get. So even if you got 4 attacks, Unleash Incarnation would only give 1 additional attack. Interesting. I'm also noticing Unleash Incarnation only works on melee attacks. So we're not going to go back and change any, but it does specifically say whenever you take the attack action, you can make 1 additional melee attack from the Echo's position.
I see.
So just 2 attacks, unfortunately. But keep that in mind for the future. No worries.
So, yeah, I guess for movement, that's it. And I'll just do 2 attacks. First one.
Unfortunately, let's remove prone from you and then roll that one again. I keep forgetting prone doesn't go away automatically. There you go. Now attack. That does hit. Roll damage. As 2 additional arrows strike toward him. He pulls up his arm, but you can see they actually bypass a little bit of his aura, cutting into his shoulder. As he is now taking actual physical damage. As you're starting to break through his aura. The wings still glowing brightly behind him. Yes, even if there were no other lights in this room, he would fully brighten the room. Second attack hits as well. Roll damage. Another 6 points of damage as it strikes into him. He's not looking great. At the end of your turn, he is going to go ahead and throw another solar ray, because why wouldn't he? Let's see. Based on that, he is going to make the strategic decision, and he is going to throw it at Thicket. Because he sees that you're a healer. He doesn't like that. Make a dex save. You unfortunately fail. As you're moving up, having healed Doug, as you're turning from having cast Healing Word, there is a beam of light that strikes into you. Ooh, that's a high roll. That's a really high roll. 28 points of damage, almost maximum, as this beam of light strikes into you and actually burns through quite a bit of your aura as you slide out of the way, being blasted back by it. And you see next to you, where it had kind of pushed you and moved you, there is a, burn in the stone. That would have been you, except if it not for your aura. Cedar. What should Cedar do?
I think that Cedar should heal Thicket.
Heal Thicket or heal Maverick?
I think Cedar should heal Maverick.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Cedar is going to run 20 feet forward and cast... she's got 1 first level slot left. Let's throw a second level. She has plenty of those. Second level slot. Cure Wounds onto Maverick. Hey, old boy. Here's some health. Heals 11 points of damage.
Okay, cool. That's perfect, actually.
She has no bonus actions, but she is going to get up into his face. Stop hurting my friends, or something like that.
All right.
It's Gambit's turn.
It's Gambit's turn. Yes. Okay.
As he is being surrounded.
Now that Maverick is up, because my question was gonna be, even if he's unconscious, he is a friend. Ooh. Gambit wants to.
You could.
Yeah, with Maverick.
Okay.
Because he knows that Maverick is just gonna go down again. You know what I'm talking about, do you?
Is it 1 HT or 2?
Okay.
I think it's 1. Isn't it?
I can't find it in my thing. I don't know if I have it.
Where is it? I mean, I know we We did do it, didn't we?
We did, but I forgot what
Okay.
the name was, and I don't know if we added it
Well,
to.
let me go ahead and pull it up and just throw it back onto your thing. Because I know we did your semblance. You definitely got transposition.
Did we do
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
I thought we did. Didn't we do it when
Okay,
you
there it
were
is.
fighting against Mousepie?
No, I tried to do it, but
but
it didn't work out.
Oh. I could have sworn you did it somewhere. Anyway, in case anyone didn't know,
Yeah,
I think we
I
did
almost
it.
did it.
Gambit got transposition. He can swap places with some things.
Okay.
This might be the first
He's
time,
gonna-
actually. In case this is the first time, Gambit can swap places sometimes. Maverick is going to accept the trade, and Gambit is going to expend, I believe, a single
boom.
HD, replacing himself with Maverick. As y'all see, this white energy appear for a moment around Maverick before shrinking, seemingly grabbing him. And then in his place, there is a slight burst of the same whitish energy. Actually, I'm sorry, what color is Gambit's aura?
I think it's like red.
Okay, then it would have been a red colored energy. As the red replaces, is replaced, and Gambit appears in that spot.
Yeah.
Make it. You don't have advantage, but if you hit, you do have sneak.
Yeah. He's gonna shout to Cedar and Bella and be like, "We got this. Let's finish him off." And he's gonna pull out his Yadigan and go for it.
Gambit appears, strikes upward. As Selxander, I don't think he's any taller than Gambit. Isn't Gambit tall? I think Gambit's tall. We haven't.
He's mid.
We haven't specified. He's mid. Okay, so like 5'10".
He's average height.
5'9",
Yeah,
5'10".
yeah.
So a little bit shorter than Selxander, because Selxander is 6'2".
Okay.
I think he might be 6'3", actually, but still taller. Make attack.
Yes.
18. That hits. Add sneak attack and roll damage. Roll well.
Okay. Let's go. Come on. No, all 2s and 3s.
11 points of damage. You see his aura flicker again, effectively depleted, as you deal just barely not enough damage.
Just one more. We've got this.
At the end of your turn, he is going to use his last legendary action for that round, because I believe he has one more, to make a solar ray against Garand. Garand, make this dex save. Fortunately, you fail. You're going to take a little bit of radiant damage.
A little bit.
You only take 8. It did not roll high for you, unlike Thicket, where it rolled as big as it could. Maintain concentration. As this happens, Selxander looks to you, Gambit. You're a fool if you think it'd be that easy. As he reaches up with his left hand, which glows a bright light, and he is going to use Radiant Healing on himself.
Oh, no!
And heal a few hit points. He is going to... any good bonus actions you can use? Not really. He could Branding Smite, but he doesn't have an attack now that he stuns that action. Yeah, that's going to be his immediate turn. Garand.
Alright, I have this weapon. I'm attuned to it. It's been kind of like resonating with me for a few seconds.
You have an innate understanding of all it can do.
Beautiful. Alright, so when I'm looking at my actions tab, it looks like I have a +3 to attack with it, which would be correct based off of just my proficiency, or if it was a strength based.
So
but
let's see.
It's not any charisma or anything
Okay,
else.
so I did go ahead and That's weird. That's a very high roll. So, Charisma's +5, it's a +1, and your proficiency's +3, so a +9. For some reason, its display is still saying +4. I think it's having that same issue we were having last time when we tried to do the different +1 attacks. I did just roll it, though, into the combat tracker, or into the thing, and it did roll a d20 +9, so you should be good, even if it doesn't show it right.
Okay, and so I'm only going to be able to get one attack with a weapon. So even though I really, really, really want to use this weapon right now, I think the most that I can do to help my team is to take the 2 attacks with the Eldritch Blast. So
why mess with a good thing, right?
Yeah. So, does the weapon, the Feather of Decim, does it seem to want to assist me in any way that I should need to know about?
It does not affect your spellcasting, though.
Okay. All right.
Unfortunately, no, it does not affect spellcasting. But I am going to finish fixing the lightning option. There we go. The lightning option should be there as well. It also shows a +3, but it should not be that. Yeah, it shows a +3, does a +9. Unfortunately, that first Eldritch Blast misses. You reach over, shooting past Bale, where Bale is trying to hold on to Silzander. Second one does hit as it strikes into Silzander.
I misclicked. It says Gambit.
Oh no! I mean, it still hits. Just roll the damage onto Silzander. Gambit, you're suddenly surprised as you feel betrayal strike you in the back. No, deal 8. Oof,
Your sudden but inevitable betrayal.
Almost max damage. You deal 18 points of damage to him as the acid and everything strikes into him, blasting across as his wing brings up and takes it. But actually, as it brings up his wing, it actually blasts partially through, disturbing the magic circle before it reforms. Teleport off to the side.
And let me see here. All right. Who's injured that is within range for me to healing word them?
Healing word is 60 feet, so everyone but Doug. Currently, Maverick, Thicket, and Bale are the most hurt. Or you could heal Silzander, but I don't think you want to do that.
All right, so Maverick, Bale, and Gambit?
Yeah.
Okay, so out of those 3, Gambit's my priority, so it's probably going to be overkill. No?
Oh,
I started trying to cast.
I'm sorry.
I started trying to cast at Gambit, and Gambit's like, no.
I was wrong. Gambit is fully healed. It's Thicket, Maverick, and Bale.
Yeah.
My bad.
Okay, Thicket's my priority then.
Probably a good decision. Healer, heal the healer.
But, yeah.
You can go ahead and throw that onto him. What is Maverick doing?
Oh, Maverick.
Does still have 4 first level spell slots, in case that matters.
Does he,
Oh, and as Garon's turn ends, there is another beam of light. This one is going toward Cedar.
No.
Trying to blast into her. Going to give me the save. She's going to attempt the save. She is going to succeed the save. She takes no damage as she manages to bring up her shield and strike his hand or the wing out of the way, seemingly deflecting the light a little bit. And Maverick.
Okay, Maverick is gonna step over a little bit. Or teleport over. I guess we're still in the
Might as well.
thing of stars.
Reteleportation.
And then he is going to let me see one more thing. Okay, no. He's going to magic missile.
All right, go ahead and roll. Are you doing first level or second level?
How many second level spots is? Let's do second level.
Okay. In that case, you're gonna roll the magic missile onto him 4 times. So you shoot, unless you want to shoot someone else, but I assume you aren't. Roll the 1d4
I just dropped it on him.
Yep, just roll it onto him 4 times because magic missile has the advantage of the fact that it always hits.
2.
As Maverick once again pulls up his gauntlet, it opens to the sides a little bit, very Iron Man-like, and shoots these 4 beads of white light, dealing so far pretty solid damage.
4.
Currently at 10. 15 points of damage as these 5 beads strike into him, piercing around, but the returned aura that he's created with the healing magic seems to take most of the damage, but it does seem to be depleting rather quickly from y'all's onslaught. The end of Maverick's turn. I assume that's Maverick's turn.
Yeah.
All right. Thicket is going to... Let's see. Garand is going to make a solar ray save as another beam of light strikes toward him. Another failure. Is there anything you're going to do to mess with that, or take it?
No, that's fine. I'll roll my concentration here in a second.
It would have to max damage to knock you all the way out. It does a lot. It does 24 points of damage. I did not roll that onto you. I'm going to re-roll it onto you. There we go. It does less that time. It does 6. So, sure. You do succeed on your concentration as the solar ray strikes into you. Thicket.
Is anyone dying?
Not currently.
Okay.
As y'all are laying into Selxander, seemingly starting a battle of attrition as he's healing himself as y'all attack him. As he's... Depending on the attack, some people he seems to almost be playing with as he strikes back at them.
How hurt does he seem?
Pretty hurt. He had basically had his aura completely broken and then healed himself, and he all seemed to be depleting it rather fast. So, not sure, but he was at very low a moment ago. Like, barely stopped Gambit from stabbing him in the heart, sort of low.
He's less than 53. By a lot.
What?
Let's...
How do you know exact, like, 53? Where are you getting the number from?
Just guessing.
Well,
Did it show that? It did show the heal. Interesting. I thought it hid rolls that I did. And he does have less than 53. You're correct. I thought all the rolls. I didn't know enemy heal rolls weren't hidden. That's new.
Okay, well, I can't do much damage, and a lot of people are dying.
A lot of people are getting hurt.
I have one more AoE heal, and it's not very much.
Well, question is, do you want to use it now or do you want to wait?
There's no one close by me necessarily.
Do you have a stab?
I do have a sword, a scimitar.
Whatever you want to do. You could cast Earthbind.
Doesn't do much.
It wouldn't help, but you could cast Earthbind.
Yeah. I could also do Entangle, but then it wouldn't like do damage. Oh.
Give advantage.
What?
Does Entangle give advantage on like attack roll?
I think it...
How wise does he seem?
Not very wise to me, but what do I know? Gambit is also not very wise.
I don't know. What do you think?
If he thinks he's the aspect of the sun...
Is what's the command? Is that a wisdom save?
I don't know. What's it say?
I don't have command.
Oh. Command.
I think he's resistant
right now.
to
Command is a
magic.
wisdom save.
Okay. Well, he resisted that twice.
He did. whether they were
seer,
lucky
so
rolls
I'm
or
gonna
whether...
not try hold person.
Fair. You also know explicitly that he does have an ability that he can use to, if something is currently affecting him, he can try to break free of it super well.
Okay, well,
he hasn't had to use it this entire time, but it is something he
Maverick
can
likes to be up
Ouch.
close.
He does
a lot. So I'm gonna do a stop echo. I'm gonna do a. I don't have any more first level spell slots. I only have it open because I don't want to get rid of the level 1 spells on my list.
Fair.
I'm gonna do a level 2 healing. No. Cure wounds on Maverick.
All right, go and throw it on him.
How do I make it level 2?
While you're dragging it, right-click. If you don't have a mouse, then roll a d8 and then put the number in the modifier window. So I don't remember if you're one of the people that doesn't have a mouse, because I know at least one person here doesn't.
I don't have one, but why does it not work with trackpad?
It's so bad with trackpad.
Because
Rolling
trackpad
dice.
doesn't have the ability to click on 2 separate sides at once. So, just a 2. Throw a 2 in the modifier window. Throw another d8 to add the additional. 4. 11 points. Very nice. Bring him up to a total of 22. Is that your turn?
I don't... Wait, let me see. That's an action. Yeah, that's my turn.
Oh, you also would have had to move up to him?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna take, like, 10 feet step back away from Maverick. Just so I'm not, like, close by again.
Yeet back out of the way?
Yeah.
Teleport, heal, teleport. At the end of your turn, he is going to do one last solar ray. This is last legendary action for the moment. He is going to throw this one at... Oh, who's fun? Maverick's been annoying. He's going to throw it at Maverick. As another burst of light echoes from his wing. Okay.
It wasn't to anyone. I was trying to do the level 2 thing practice.
Maverick save. I believe it's Dryslin.
Sorry.
Maverick save. Should be a save up on him.
Natural 20!
Let's go. Give him a hero point, and he does not take any damage.
Where did his sheet go?
In the meantime, Bale is going to move back forward. He needs to check and see if he gets his bloody action surge back. He does not, because that is a regeneration thing. He is going to use his semblance as he attacks to, as he brings forward his falchion. First attack. Going to hit. And how many can he spend? Up to his proficiency bonus. What's your proficiency bonus, Bale? 3? It is, in fact, +3, and he has 12 HD. All D8, so he's going to expend 3 of those as he attacks forward, dealing 9 points of damage. He brings the sword down as Selxander pulls his own blade up, braces it against his arm, and catches the falchion. Bale stares him in the eyes and growls for a moment as the blood that's on Bale's arm from where he's been hurt and where he was knocked down seems to stretch out and pierce and explode, piercing into Selxander. And seems to burn for a moment. Selxander's going to take 3d8 necrotic damage at the start of his next turn. In case y'all don't kill him before then. Going to make another attack against Sylzander. That one hits. Does Bloodletting require bonus action? It does not. Oh, but it's once per turn. Okay, the second one hits. It's 6 points of damage. It does not kill Sylzander. Sylzander is looking pretty hurt. He's now got blood burning on him. He's surrounded by people. He is not looking good, and his aura is, at this point, like, flickering in and out. Doug.
Yeah, Doug is going to use his bonus action of second wind.
Valid. I love how Doug, who I think took, I think he took either dual weapon fighting or great weapon master and has become an archer recently.
Yeah, I kind of just went with it because the first map, it would have taken him forever to get there.
Hey, sometimes it's really useful, man. Archers do well.
Also, like, his HP rolling was very low, and, like, Maverick and Cedar should at least get hit a few times before Doug does.
Yeah, I'm not knocking on it, I just think it's funny. But anyway.
He's using his mercenary skills, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, second win. Why is it not... Okay, here it goes. This should work. Did that work?
It did. You healed 12 hit points.
Okay. So that's that. And so what's actually going to happen is you are going to see Doug and his shadow simultaneously just run 30 feet. There. And then they're both just going to shoot arrows at Sylzander.
Okay. Make your 2 attacks. First one, unfortunately, misses as it shoots it. He sees it coming. And there
I'm going to use
hit
die. I'm going to use the hit die to add a D10 to that. Because, I mean, the arrows have metal tips, right?
That's fair. I'll allow it. Add the D10.
I'm not sure why that...
That was a whole 10. Yeah, that was just a good roll. Roll damage.
Yeah. Technically counts as a crit, right? Just kidding.
No.
Well,
Oof.
3.
Minimum damage, but as you shoot the arrow, a burst of the light as he uses another one of these rays of light strikes toward the arrow, but at the last moment as it would hit, the arrow seems to curve and actually goes around it before continuing to strike toward him, glancing off of his shoulder, cutting through him.
Right, and then last, I guess, shot.
Oof, unfortunately, it misses again as it strikes past. This time more prepared for it. He brings up his sword, striking into the arrow and actually cutting it as it shatters over him.
I'm going to use a luck because I can.
Go for it. In that case,
because I cannot.
You change causality as he goes to strike toward it.
Well, that would have 17.
A 17 would hit. Roll damage. As he brings up the sword to strike into the arrow, as it would cut into the arrow glances at the last moment, seeming an impossible shot as it strikes off the blade, bouncing, and pierces into his chest. He steps back a couple of steps, stumbling for a moment, the sword falling to the ground. No. It wasn't supposed to be like this. I've worked too long. Gave everything. As you see he begins to glow. And up close, you, Cedar, can see, or Cedar and Gambit, and even up to Garand, you can see his skin begin to crack and light begin to show from inside. Is there anything anyone would like to do before this occurs?
Do we feel like he's going to self-explode?
Yeah.
You can make whatever assumptions you'd like to make.
If he's about to explode,
Is there anything you'd like to do?
Yes.
If he's about to explode, Gambit would like to cover in front of Bale.
Interesting.
Like jump in front.
Can I use
So
another?
Are you going to take the damage for Bale, or try to give Bale advantage at the cost of you having disadvantage?
Take the damage for Bale because he's heavy and he's close.
Okay, what do y'all want to do? Let's see, who else would be affected by this? Garand and Cedar, is there anything y'all would like to do for them too? Chris, is there anything you would like to do?
I don't really know that there is anything that I can do. I guess just try to roll away.
Alright. Cedar, is there anything she can do that's interesting? She is going to try to... Technically, this doesn't work like this, but I'm in the mood for interesting. So she is going to try to reactively cast Bark Skin on herself to give herself advantage and try and create this like bark shield as she pulls her already kind of wooden shield forward and tries to basically create a wall of bark between herself and him to give herself advantage. Whoever's rolling for Cedar is going to need to roll with advantage. And I believe Gambit is going to make the save and effectively take, I believe, full damage on a success. Double on a fail. So Cedar is going to have ADV. So you do succeed, so you're just going to take the full damage. Cedar is going to fail. Garand. Also fails. Who else is going to affect? Okay, Garan is knocked unconscious through this burst of light. Cedar succeeds on her thing. Gambit only took half, so he should take another 14 points that I'll go ahead and add, bringing you down to 8 HP as he falls to the ground. As he falls to the ground, he stood and this burst of light exploded from him, pushing you all back and nearly blinding you all, even those further away like Doug. This immensely bright light for a moment. And as it fades, you see him fall to his knees and fall forward. You see he still has the marks, almost like these cracking tattoos across his entire body, burned black against his skin. His eyes white and empty as he falls forward. We're not going to leave initiative yet, though, because Garand is unconscious. But I assume Cedar is going to try to heal him?
Yeah.
Let's change.
Either heal or spare of the dying.
Well,
probably heal.
Might as well heal. Let's see.
Gambit moves his eye patch to the other eye.
from the pain of the brightness of that first one. Veil reaches onto your shoulder. You didn't have to. You didn't have
Well,
to.
I mean, I didn't know what was gonna happen, and I was doing pretty alright, and you were pretty injured, and I didn't want another one of us to go down.
Thank
So
you.
close.
Thank you, Gambit. I appreciate you. Garon, you wake up with a jolt. You gain 14 hit points. Sorry, Gambit, continue.
You'll just owe me a drink later, and then we'll forget about it.
I can do that. You hear someone rocketing down the steps as coming into view is Oscar. I'm here. I see. I guess I was just a bit too late. He looks over you all. I'm glad everyone's all right. Around you feel like it's almost a dream for a moment as you look down and see the spear is still in your hand. And you look out to the storm that, oddly enough, seems to almost be lightening up. And there's another strike of lightning, but you see no bird. And I think, unless y'all are really interested in continuing, we may just end there for the night.
No, I think it's good. Like we can come back and then Abby, and then we can.
Yeah.
That can be a whole post credits season episode or whatever, or it's like a 2-parter or cliffhanger kind of thing.
I mean, ultimately the game is going to continue, but I think this is a good ending spot for the night, for the battle. So we've kind
Is Doug able to retrieve his arrows?
You can retrieve half of the arrows you spent, so I believe you've spent 10 arrows this one, so you could get 5. But any magical arrows lose their magical effects upon being shot.
Okay.
Your initiatives. I'm not going to delete Selxander from the thing yet, because it's convenient to have access to his sheet for when y'all start looting. I have no doubt you will. Good job, guys. That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
I feel more satisfied with his fight than I did with any of the other councils.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I enjoyed it. Everyone went below half health at some point. That's an achievement in this campaign. Y'all are bulky.
Gambit.
Y'all are really bulky.
Yeah. Gambit didn't go unconscious though.
Gambit did not go unconscious. He broke the curse.
For the first time.
Did you go?
Everyone else almost did though.
Yeah.
So at what cost?
I did exactly one action that was not healing.
Hey, without you, probably everyone would have died.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, for real.
I'm the MVP.
Yep.
Most valuable healer. 100%. It was narratively fun. We somehow got, it took basically exactly long enough to completely go through my Fall from Grace playlist. Like the playlist that was designed for him, it took basically exactly that long. Very happy with that.
Nice.
Let's see.
Garon got a cool sword. Gambit finally was able to use his semblance.
Spear.
Or spear, trident.
It's not a sword, it's a trident.
Yeah. For some reason my brain was like, oh, it's a feather, it's gonna be like a katana.
There, but no.
But then it changed into
technically there are
trident.
Technically he could mold it into a different style, but I think it's more fun. It stays the packed weapon style. His packed weapons can technically change form, but I've gone out of my way to talk with Chris and be like, okay, so what are we kind of hoping it'll be when you get there? And
it's very on theme. I like it.
So, question.
Yeah.
Was Liang's weapon at the entrance or further down?
The Liang's sword would be over near his body. Which I guess at this point Cedar would drop the wind wall.
Has she been concentrating on that this whole time?
She did not lose concentration once. Like,
let's go.
It didn't come into play at all after that first 5 seconds, but
It's just a nice little breeze.
I'll be honest,
make things more cinematic.
I was so ready for her to try to throw him out the window, but then she didn't.
Everyone has like runway model hair
the whole time,
kind of flowing in the wind. Very dramatic.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm real surprised no one did anything with either of the chandeliers.
I thought about it for a second.
Yeah, I specified near the beginning and partway through that there are 2 chandeliers hanging in the middle of the room between each of the stars on the floor, like 20 feet up. But then no one shot them or anything, so they're just up there. I try to give y'all interesting environmental things you can do, like hide behind bushes. And sometimes
if Gambit had strength, I think he would have tried to go up on the balcony and throw one of the chairs down at him.
That would have been funny.
Do any of these small bushes have like decor at the base of the pot?
Not really. I mean, they're vases with flowers. And I'm going to go ahead and award XP. So, everyone levels. You will all receive 1,917 XP from that. He alone was worth more XP than the throne room battle. So, congratulations on hitting level 6, everyone.
Yay!
We will figure out level up stuff between sessions. I think most of you know what you want to do. I think pretty much everyone knows their path. Most of you are sticking with your path. Garand is getting his 3rd level Warlock finally, which is why he got the sphere right now.
Yep, Doug is going to take Toughen.
Oh, he's going to take the tough feat?
Yep,
Get
because...
an extra 12 hit points out of that real quick. Nice.
I thought it was 30. I thought it was 5 per level.
No, tough gives you 2 per level.
So that's not...
It's not as good as 5 per level. That would be bonkers. But it's still an extra 12, right? It's effectively giving you a +4 con boost, but only to health. It's definitely helpful, but it's not a game changer for most people. Like, if a wizard takes it, it's bonkers. For a Goliath, or for a barbarian, it isn't the biggest deal in the world. But, hit points are hit points, and sometimes that can be the difference.
Yeah.
Like when Gambit was 2 health from killing him, and let him live another round. So close, Gambit. So close. Well, I think we're going to go ahead and end the recording for the night. For anyone who wants to stick around, I'll probably play around with XP stuff. Make y'all stuff level for prepped for level next time, which won't take effect until a long rest. But for, non-recording talk and hangout time, we're going to go ahead and do that. So goodbye, YouTube.